Assalamualaikum my dear students of class 6. This is your teacher Miss Yusra Mughal and I welcome you again in a virtual class which is organized by Metropolitan School. So my dear students, today we are going to start our revision, and for the revision we are going to read the chapter number 1 in your book, that is Aladdin. So have you all read the story about Aladdin? It's a very familiar story to everyone. So my dear students, let's moving towards the story. This story is based upon basically on three people, that is Aladdin, Aladdin's mother and a wizard. So Aladdin was played outside his house and a wizard came and asked him that and tell him that he was his uncle. So Aladdin took him to his home and tell his mother that he was his uncle and is from Africa, and her mother believed on Aladdin and gave him a dinner to eat. One day Aladdin and the wizard, which is his uncle, came to a stony path, and when Aladdin was feeling tired and hot, after some time uncle asked Aladdin to came to the bottom of the hill, and at the bottom of the hill he collected some of the words and make a fire and say the magic spell on that fire, and ask Aladdin to go downstairs after a hole, and ask Aladdin to go downstairs in the hole and pick up the magic lamp. When Aladdin go down in the hole, what he has seen that there are so many jewels of different colors, and there is a lamp hang on the tree. So Aladdin take a ladder, and by the help of the ladder Aladdin took the lamp and he put the lamp inside his shirt, and he collected so many jewels out of there. And when he go upward, when the wizard asked for the lamp, he did not give the lamp to him, so that the wizard asked the magic spell and sent him downstairs the hole, and the hole is shut. When Aladdin is very much worried about it, that how he can come out from that hole, so he has a thing, that is the magical ring. So when he rubbed the ring, a beautiful jinn appeared and asked that what he helped you. So Aladdin asked to go out from that hole. So that is how he escaped from that hole, and that is about the story of this wizard man. So if you have found anyone outside that the person should say you that he or she is your uncle, so do not believe on that, right? So my dear students, there are some text exercises which is given in your copy as well as in your book. So firstly we have the vocabulary meanings, the phrases, idioms meanings, and the phrasal verb meanings. If we have, so you'll have to learn all those things from your copy. Other than that, there is an exercise which is exercise A, which is the text exercise of page number 3, in which there are some sentences given to you people, and from those sentences there are some words are missing. What you will have to do in this exercise, you will have to add the words in those sentences to complete the sentences, right? The next exercises are exercise A of page number 5. This is a grammar exercise. You will have to do, you have done it in your grammar copy. Add have and has to these sentences. Previously I have told you that where to use have and where to use has. So it is very simple that whenever we have seen something is singular, we are using has, and whenever we have seen there is something plural, we are going to use have. So you will have to add have and has according to the sentences. There is another exercise which is exercise B on the same page, page number 5, in which you will have to add a, and, or some to these sentences. So my dear students, when we are done with this exercises, I told you about that where to use a and an when we are talking about singulars and we are talking about the vowels. When we are talking about the vowels, we are using an, and without vowels, the consonant verbs, we are using a with that, right? And other than that, if the words are uncountable and more than one, so we can use some with that, right? So there is another exercise on the same page, that is exercise C, And what you will have to do in this exercise, you will have to change the sentences into question and write the short yes or no answer of those sentences, right? So you will have to write both yes or no, both answer of those sentences, right? So that's all about this chapter. Now let's moving towards the another chapter, that is Asia, some facts. Do you know what is Asia? Asia is a continent, and how many continents we have? We have 7 continents in the world, right? So the covered area of Asia is 17 square miles, right, my dear students? This is about the 1/3 of all the land. There is a sea in the north, Western Europe, right? So we are also living in Asia, and in Asia there is a mountain, the highest mountains. We have the very great mountainous regions, that is Himalayas and Karakoram, and there is another thing, the highest mountains, Mount Everest, is also in Asia, right? So the oil producing deserts are the Middle East, the Arabian countries are the oil producing desert. They are the very good conductor of oil, right? We have different type of crops in the fertile land. There is Asia. There are different types of people, there are different types of religions, there are different types of languages which are followed in the region of Asia, right? So now let's moving towards another thing, that is the developed countries. The developed countries of Asia are Japan and China. So basically, what is the major problem that we are facing as the residents of Asia? That as you have seen, that I have written the total population is 3.3 billion. So it is more than enough. For that very population, we don't have much food to eat. So for that, what we'll have to do, we'll have to grow more crops, we'll have to grow more things to eat so many types of food to cope up all the needs of the people to survive, right? And to build so many things. But by building the industrialization, but by doing the industrialization, so we are coming towards in the very developed countries as well. So Japan is one of the very much developed countries in the world, because they produce their own thing and they produce their electronic item, and they produce their things and they can sell it into another countries, for which they are somehow managed to get away from the poverty. Similarly, the case is that with China, the government policies are very much strong, so that they are not in the condition of poverty. They are not spending their life below average. There is no poverty, not more than poverty in China, right? So China and Japan are two the very much famous and the developed countries in Asia. So you already have known about the Japan and China, right? So there is another thing, the different regions, languages and different regions. So many languages are spoken according to the country. There are so many languages which are spoken, right? So but what is our international language? The international language is English. So any of the international news which is published on newspaper, which is on TV, which is on radio, it's published in English, and it's the very much source of communication to Asian countries. Mostly Asian people understand English, mostly Asian people can speak English. So it is very easy to communicate with the people to speak in English, right? So moving towards the exercises, but before that we have the vocabulary meanings, the idiom phrases meanings, and the idioms verb meaning in your copy, which you will have to learn all those meanings, right? So there is an exercise A of page number 17. This is the grammar exercise, in which what you will have to do, you will have to fill in the blank spaces. There are some sentences given to you people, then you will have to fill those sentences. For example, number 1 sentences are dash of ink. So what you have found, which type of which is of ink? Ink, a bottle of ink, right? Now let's moving towards the another exercise, that is exercise B of the same page, in which you will have to do the same thing. You will have to fill in the blank spaces, in which, for example, number 1 is the neck of the dash, the neck of the giraffe. So you can write answer as per your choice, right? So exercise C of the same page, what you will have to do, you will have to fill the blank spaces. Be careful with the spelling, use your dictionary if necessary. So there are some sentences given in which you will have to fill it down accordingly, in which number 1 is a person who bakes is called a baker, and a person who runs is called a runner, right? So moving towards another exercise, that is exercise D of the same page, what you will have to do, you will have to put a and the in the empty spaces, right? So I have already told you the uses of a and the. Before this I told you the uses of a and n, that we are using a and n with the singulars and with the vowels and a with the consonants, right? So how can we use the? The is being used with the all the proper nouns, the things which are specified, so we are using the over there. So there is another exercise that is on page number 18 under the heading of useful words and phrases, in which you will have to finish the sentences by adding phrases like the ones above. What you will have to do in this exercise, you will have to read out the phrases which is given above, and then you will have to fill this exercise accordingly. First one I will fill for you. Number 1, that is I go to school 5 times a week, right? If you are going to school 3 times a week, so you can write 3 times a week. It can be written by your choice, right, my dear students? Hope you enjoyed the lesson and understand the lesson. See you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.